Oh, this is a treat. You don't see this face coming around this often.
Yeah, so we have got...
I don't know what RuneScape means, so I feel like... should have looked that up.
Yeah.
We have DkHo.
Yes, so this is a face we have not seen in a very long time. If you've been around the scene for a while, particularly pre-Ultimate, you will definitely know DkHo, I believe, finished number 2 in the UK?
Number 2, behind Ixis, in front of Afro Smash.
So he's nothing to mess with, but he just...
He has been to, I think, 3 tournaments in this game.
Yeah, Ultimate wasn't quite for him. Well, before this. And now he is sat...
Imagine secretly not actually like an Ultimate.
What a life we would lead. And he is facing off against, I believe, Ramboss. I saw him.
Yes, it is Ramboss. The
number 2 seed.
Number 2 seed, interesting. He is the best Dark Samus in the country, and the 1.5th best Samus in the country.
We'll leave you with that one. But yeah, Ramboss has been, he was one of those players that, again, he would get, top 32, top 16 maybe at an event like this. And now he's like...
Ramboss was really annoyed he was allowed to attend this event.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those players. And I mean, it's an issue with an Arcadian because there's always, no matter where you cut it, the person
your Lucretios and your Ramboss is from Ramboss's perspective. I don't want to comment.
Yeah, like...
I mean, Ramboss he's destroyed me, so I can't really talk. But like,
and I mean, the problem is that you've got to cut it off somewhere.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't ban everyone.
Yeah, like number 31 in the country is not top 30, even though they're still incredible. Like, and this is the thing. And I think Ramboss, I think there are a lot of players at this event that really just wanted to prove themselves, and this is the event to do it.
Yep. When
your bracket demons aren't here, now is the time to
pull the Lucretio.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if your bracket demon
doesn't show up to tournaments, then you still got to fight him.
Whoops. So, I believe, who is DkHo playing?
Last I was aware at Lucretio Litfest, he was playing Wolf.
Okay.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
And he didn't place too highly at that tournament, although obviously it's a Litfest.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's a different vibe. I played a set where it was so hot because it was during that summer and that bit. You remember. I could barely even keep a hold of my controller. So not the best judge, but he didn't do great at that tournament, and that's the last time I saw him.
Yeah. I think I saw him in a set earlier on. I think he might be on the Palutena now, which
it's not a bad choice.
Yeah, given that Palutena is an incredibly easy character to pick up.
If you don't want to play the game very much, it's a good character to play.
And as we have seen from Smash 4, DkHo's fundamentals are second.
Absolutely, one of the best Sheiks in anywhere.
Yeah.
Multiple PGR wins on Tyroi.
Ooh boy! But so it's gonna be interesting if we do end up seeing Dark Samus Palutena. Obviously, not the most favorable matchup in the world.
No, pretty bad in the grand scheme of things. But I mean, I was about to say they might not be familiar with Samus. More accurately, they might not be familiar with new Samus.
Yeah.
Samus is a very different character. Though they have the same core as Afro Smash has demonstrated. Like they literally don't practice the game. They do the exact same stuff they've always done.
And it works out.
And it works. But Ramboss plays very differently from that.
Yes.
It's a very, very focused on charge shot because of how charge shot has been changed in this game. Half charges and semi charges allow you to actually really get combos now.
Yeah.
Dash attacks, forward airs, nairs, even bears in really weird situations. Yeah, like raw. It's crazy.
That's
it's terrifying.
Wild. I love that. I love that.
So while they're off stage is identical.
Yeah.
Exactly how it was. So I wouldn't, if he's not playing Wolf. If he's not playing Wolf, he doesn't have to worry about the off stage. If he's playing Palu, he's fine. But I'm interested to see if he knows what he's doing on stage.
Yeah, and it's not as if obviously Ramboss has had plenty of experience in the Palutena matchup.
Absolutely, between your zones and your SCRs, I'm assuming they play. There's a lot of Palus is all I'm chatting.
Yeah, there are definitely quite a few Palus here.
This is the
UK.
Second one we've commentated, and there was one just before when we started.
Yep.
So
many Palus.
Stop playing Palus.
But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see sort of, and also realistically, how DkHo is going to play.
I'm really interested. So Ho's main thing is that he's so good at downloading. Excuse me. Downloading your option choices instantly.
Yeah.
If he stores every single decision you make in his head, and he just punishes you so hard for it, like 20 seconds later.
Yeah, Palu is definitely the kind of character that can just, you know, she gets one read on you and you're taking 40, 50, 60% or an unfavorable situation into an edge guard. Like, it's definitely ridiculous.
These are two of them. These two characters are going to cause this to be one of the more grounded games, I think. We're going to see.
Definitely.
Because both of them have an incredible ability to stuff out short hops in Samus's Fair and in Palutena. You're just not allowed to jump with these characters. If you jump wrong, you are eating so much, or you're just completely losing stage control and dealing with Samus's ledge traps.
Absolutely. So we're gonna see. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's
Palutena coming out.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Amiibo!
Yeah, DkHo has been substituted for a Palutena Amiibo. Legitimately wouldn't know who would do better. Level 50 Amiibos are pretty good. Level 50 Amiibos are pretty good.
Depends on who trained it.
Yeah, fair. You're right.
SCR trained Amiibo. Banned. He just... Someone getting it. Can someone make that the graphic, but like also have SCR's Palutena Amiibo? Please. Editing wizards get it done.
Alright, so I think they went to...
Is this dual zone?
Yes. Smash.
Fantastic.
Smash 64 music.
Oh, Metacrystal.
Like, high-key pretty good.
The original soundtrack, fantastic. The remix is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like,
fair.
but regardless, let's get into it.
Yeah, and I can imagine sort of DkHo taking a more sort of defensive, laid-back style, certainly to start with. Again, like you said, he's so good at storing all of your habits. So what he's going to want to do...
We are watching Dark Samus, it's true.
What he's going to want to do is he's going to want to sort of hang back, see what Ramboss does in certain situations, and then really sort of turn on the jets later on in the set.
Yes. Ooh, anti-air with that charge shot, getting a nice little down smash off of it. This is what I mean, though. You have so much time to, like, kind of freeform your follow-ups to charge shot. Misspacing and dash attack at a fantastic punish from Ramboss.
Yeah, it's really good. And you're gonna see some real crazy movement from Ramboss. Dark Samus, once you master her movement, she can really, really sort of trip people up and sort of bait out those options that can just lead to huge punishes.
Oh, yeah. This is the new charge shot. It's a very, very different from games we've seen prior. That was so close.
Yeah, that was really...
That's going to be an up throw.
Yeah.
That's the first up throw of two.
Yeah, I imagine... I mean, hopefully for Ramboss, he's not going to end up in those situations where he has to rely on up throw, of course. But, you know, again, if he's racking up that damage here and there...
A little bit preemptive on that, and potentially not what he wanted in that missile, but I would have thought that would be a forward-rolling more. But, all right. Ho hasn't changed a single bit, has he?
Absolutely.
He's exactly the same player he was. And that's going to kill, isn't it? Not quite. Dark Samus is very heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting options coming in from Ramboss. Not quite getting the full hits on both of those. Again, back air for his trouble is very nice.
Yeah, see, look at this movement, just sort of weaving in and out of DkHo's range, sort of hoping to bait an option. Unfortunately, DkHo being one of those players where he's really not going to commit unless he needs to.
Okay, so nothing makes me kind of like feel things the way that anti-air up-angled F-tilts work. No, like in any Smash game, it's so... Oh my god, he's dead.
Oh my goodness. Also,
my favorite thing right now is how focused these two look, and they don't look nearly as focused as Dan is as he's trying to learn the Dark Samus things from Ramboss.
I mean, to be fair, if you are a prospective Palutena or Dark Samus main, these two are really, really good.
Absolutely,
players.
I'm sure Ho's been playing Palu for like maybe 3 days.
But again, his fundamentals are so just. I cannot stress enough how fundamentally incredible this player is.
Absolutely.
Again, this is like tournament number 3, and it's winners quarters. You know, guaranteed 9.
The thing about Ho is he can literally be however good he wants to be in this country, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my lord,
excellent.
that was sick.
Yeah, really excellent. Sort of got caught in the bomb there, the back air sealing the stock. I'm not sure he wanted
That was a down throw. That was absolutely a down throw. 0% down throw combos are true, so there'd be no...
All right, Ramboss. All right, you're cool.
Yeah, just getting out of there without teleport. It's honestly one of those really nice advantages of having those teleports. It's just sometimes you can just go straight sideways, just evacuate a situation.
Yeah, the free eject button. And I love that sort of just jumping over the charge shot, getting that forward air.
That forward air does reduce your hurt box quite a lot. You become quite a long, thin entity, so you can get over those fireballs quite nicely. However, you're not getting over for charge shots of this size right now. I love these little charges he's doing just to make it look like he's about to fire and then not going for it.
Yeah, gotta keep him guessing.
Bad guess on Ramboss, but also Ho looking for a defensive option that really didn't let him punish that grab.
Yeah, lovely catch there. Yeah, caught him jumping over the bomb. Another edge guard situation. He's going to try and catch the teleport.
Gets the combo of Morph Ball into Super Missile.
Yep.
That's the charge shot roll.
Yeah.
Very good stuff going to Ramboss. Game 1.
Yeah.
So the big thing, we haven't seen a single reflect yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's wise, to be frank. Because obviously, well, having a reflector versus a projector character, you don't have to be particularly well versed to understand how that works. But Palu's is really bad in terms of its frame data. You're in, here's a counter, and it is treated as such until you get a reflect. So,
and
you die if you miss it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, particularly in this game where they're both sort of, you know, these are both very, very non-committal players.
Yes.
You know, to do something as bold as a counter or a, to try and reflect a projectile.
Especially with seeing how Ramboss is doing these fake charge shots, like charging for just a moment just to get that startup animation and then just cancelling it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's, I think Ho is looking for the window to use it, but that's not a card you can show early.
No, absolutely not. And
that's a cincher.
He's got at least, you know, well, in his ideal world, 3 more games, but you know, very least 2 more games to play that card. As we get into this game 2, I quite like this pick from DkHo. I think, you know, a little bit more room means that, you know, he can get his combos. He doesn't have to commit as hard. He's got more room to weave in and out of Ramboss's range and get around those projectiles that Ramboss is throwing out.
It's a little unfortunate how he got kind of caught on that middle platform, wasn't able to finish the hit on that neutral air. But it's definitely carved out a nice little lead for themselves here.
Yeah, I really like the attempted platform assist there, trying to catch the up air as Ramboss was coming down, but it didn't quite work out.
We still have moving platforms in some capacity. Oh, very nice. Getting that that odd-numbered hit on that neutral air.
Oh my goodness.
Getting that pop-up.
Strangest angle. No tech, but didn't quite need to.
Samus can recover from a very, very, very long distance, and they have very good ways of mixing up that recovery. But that should be a death if they didn't just neutral grab out of shield.
Yeah, maybe he was reading that Ramboss was going to drift back.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Oh, getting that back air in there. Oh. Oh.
Levels on levels. Ramboss is hanging on by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, one back throw is going to do it here. This is a dash attack.
Yeah.
That invincible dash attack.
Yeah.
It's so good at shutting down any kind of aggressive option from the ledge. Just saying, nope, if you're pressing a button, you're kind of eating it here.
Yeah.
Oh, very good stuff from Ramboss, threatening at such a low angle, forcing DkHo to retreat backwards to the point where they could no longer actually make it back themselves.
Yeah, really just solid gameplay between the two. And it's going to be down to Ramboss, see if he can get out of this disadvantage state.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting to see this Town and City pick, because Ho has been so good at forcing Ramboss onto these side platforms, and keeping him here and punishing him the instant he tries to escape with these nairs, because Ramboss isn't jumping that much in the grand scheme of things. So if you can force them into the air to try and come down, it's the same difference, isn't it?
Yeah, and also what we were seeing just there was that DkHo was actually using the middle platform to sort of mix up his jump timing. So obviously in a situation like this, if Ramboss is throwing out those projectiles...
Ooh, just call him out. If you're just going to float over there, I'm going to shine my wings right up your ass.
Real good stuff. And like, again, given how later percents Ramboss is getting these kills, this is actually a pretty sizable lead for DkHo. Particularly, you know, he can now, like we say, every time just hang back, and he's got another probably 40 or 50% in him. And with these bread and butters, the lead is just going to extend. and extend.
Yeah,
That
every
was
interaction
lovely.
is now so critical that every single time Ramboss just needs to find the stock right now because every hit is just aching.
Yeah, Palutena with a lead is not a character that anybody wants to fight. Not quite getting the, a little bit too late.
Very nice movement from Ramboss just to get out of dodge and nice short hop over that grab.
Excellent, real good stuff. 70, 86%.
Dash grabs kind of booty in this game, aren't they?
Yeah, just a bit, just a bit. Yeah, you can see right now, he's throwing out these projectiles, but DkHo has got, the platforms at different heights to just be able to get around them.
All right, all right, Klaus.
Yeah, he had the right idea because Ramboss did air dodge in, but just the spacing was not quite there.
Okay, so we're in up air city right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Ho is just not getting these cross-ups. He's not predicting them.
Yeah, and maybe that will he'll get better with it as time goes on. But, there it is.
Because he's got an extra game to think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That didn't feel dominating, but he definitely ran away with it after that first stock.
Yeah, he seemed to get like a bit of a lead. Like he had a lot of momentum for a little while, and then he just kind of like they were just sort of toe to toe. But obviously, once you've got that lead, honestly, toe to toe is not good enough.
And that's honestly the most Sheik thing I could possibly imagine, isn't it? If you're a Sheik main and you get a stock lead, and you're like, cool, I'm sitting on this forever.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, obviously it's the classic. If you got a lead, why approach? And oh my god, there was a part of me.
Ice Climbers DDD, let's get it against
The matchup.
Please, no, thank you. I'm not ready.
And by everyone, I mean literally no one.
Burning. Okay.
Fair play. One of us.
Oh, Ho just not being ready to punish these dash grabs. The way that Ramboss has been in turn, despite it being a significantly less punishable grab on Palutena.
Yeah, and that could be sort of his almost gameplay and experience sort of showing there. He's not the kind of player where if he doesn't know how to punish something realistically,
He just doesn't go for it.
Yeah, and I think,
So often you'll see someone miss a punish and be like, no, but I want the punish. And they do it again, and then they die.
Exactly.
Ho isn't going to make that mistake.
Yeah, and particularly, he used to play a character like Sheik where, they could punish most things. So he is very much, he's just cautious. But this is a really, really
This
nice
is a chunky lead. This is a damn chunky lead.
Just runs in and dash attacks. Fair play. You got to respect it.
So as good as Samus's forward air is, it is not lagless. When it lands, they are stuck there for a moment. And so something like a dash attack, absolutely a viable choice. And just like that, this is pretty even.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And with a screw attack,
again,
what a crap punish.
Yeah, I was going to say, even a down smash at that point, it does cover both sides.
Genuinely, yeah. Down smash, up smash, forward, dash through forward smash, something. Not a back throw, even like a down throw.
Again, maybe even just reacting to it.
Is he dead?
No,
he's good.
No, just about.
I thought for a moment.
Yeah, and Ramboss just rolling through straight afterwards. That was optimistic.
I'm going to blow you away.
Get out of it.
Stuffing through that button with that back air, because for some reason that's a thing.
And I'm loving when he's off stage, sort of that just tiny bit of distance that Ramboss is keeping. To the point where he can bait DkHo into trying to edge guard, and then as DkHo is trying to recover back, Ramboss can do the same.
Yeah. I really don't quite think that Ho is able to react to these cross-ups, though. Like, even if it's a roll-through, it feels like Ho is just not ready.
He's either not ready or there are some, like, serious conditions.
All right. Yeah, fantastic.
Excellent.
Absolutely perfect.
10 out of 10.
That will absolutely kill Samus right there.
Yeah,
no questions
asked.
asked.
160%. But yeah, absolutely.
Oh my lord, and just like that, a fairly even game suddenly just immediately evaporates back into a Ramboss advantage.
Yeah, and it's quite tricky because in the previous game he was using those platforms where he could both keep center stage and mix up the timing on his jumps to get around the projectiles. But
now he's getting shot in the face.
He can't hit. If he wants that mix up on the platforms, he's got to sacrifice stage control to do it. And Ramboss is just taking advantage of that every single time.
Yeah, it's this little, like, this stage is fantastic for Palutena for the amount of pressure you can exert, but Ramboss is demanding that control of that stage, and Ho is kind of giving it to him.
Yeah, air dodge off stage.
Yeah, that wall jump gonna save him.
Yeah, another benefit of Chaos, those characters in wall jumps have got that sort of extra little lifeline when it comes to recovering.
What the hell was that movement? Firstly, I had no idea why he went for that side B. Secondly, I have no idea what was going on with Ramboss's movement. That looked very peculiar.
I mean, it's all worked out, and it's, you know, basically an entire stop.
Again, these roll behinds. I don't know if don't know what is going on with DkHo.
It'll be interesting to see whether he does adapt to that in the next game.
Yeah, at the very least got one more extra game after this one. But Ho obviously is not going to want to get on without a fight right here.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a rough one right now.
Yeah, and it's obviously a crucial, you know, pivot in the set. There it goes.
Yes, game 3 is so critical.
Yeah, and it goes in the favor of Ramboss. One game away from making top 8 winners side.
Absolutely. As we go back to Ho's counter pick.
I'm not sure what stage we might end up. Have we seen Smashville yet?
Unsure. I don't think we have, no. We're going to Stadium.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe he's banning.
Absolutely.
Maybe he is banning.
Yeah, with Town no longer on the cards thanks to DSR.
Yes. Modified DSR being within the rule set. We are seeing that Stadium pick. Got good music as well. That's what we like.
It's cracking, it's cracking.
I like it when players pick the music instead of leaving it to chance, otherwise you get
Lifeline.
But here we go.
Okay.
Game 4. Again, you know, I think these platforms, like you can see him there, retreating to the platform, he can sort of mix up as and when he approaches through this wall of projectiles.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Ramboss definitely sort of relying more on projectiles in this game. I think I've seen more projectiles from him in that moment than I have in like most of the other games.
Potentially. Like, yeah. This is looking like a way more comfortable stage for him, to be quite honest. But Ho is working his way in. He's Palutena does so much damage on like every hit.
Yeah, she really does. And again, once Ramboss is off stage, it does make it slightly trickier.
Oh, okay.
That was clean.
Good thing Dan wasn't watching for that. I don't want to. Oh no, I don't want to see that in my week, please.
Yeah. Oh, another upbeat. I do quite like that. You know, this is not the first time. Do it again.
Do it again. I really have to wonder if Ho has reaction times.
Yeah, there are
like,
definitely.
There's just a lot of things that are like it's surprising me he's not finding the punishes on these things, and not even that he's not getting the right punishes on a lot of them.
Yeah, and again, you know, there are certain things that you learn just simply through just playing and playing and playing and playing.
Some things you have to know.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, DkHo not quite having as much raw gameplay experience as Ramboss.
We talked about this. The charge shot is a very different thing, and they definitely have been struggling to kind of combat it.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, he's relying on fundamentals and like Palutena things. Like right now, you know, he's sort of relying on more of those hard reads.
He's very much trying to play past Samus rather than fight against her.
Yes, really like that. There it goes.
Pithy little thing for you there.
Excellent. Catching him on the way back down. We haven't really been seeing too many explosive flames, certainly not since the beginning of the set.
No, it's very, very, very not the best thing for catching out Samus with their ability to kind of increase their mobility with multiple. But if you can see that they're going for missiles, as I was about to say, as Ramboss shot a missile and got explosive flames, it's pretty good. Next was it be real?
Oh, dearie me.
Come on, it went straight past.
Oh my
That invincibility. That bash is so silly, but so is that nair.
I want to see less P moves when he's edge guarding, because obviously when they work out, fantastic.
Oh, that was so sick. But it didn't kill?
Yeah, real. You know,
all right.
Not too much rage.
That's gonna.
Samus is a heavy thing. I mean, it's Dark Samus, let's be real. So,
absolute bit.
And this is that's what I want to see.
Oh my lord, I love it. That was so nice.
The problem is when you go for those B moves as an edge guard, don't get me wrong, when they hit, they work. If they don't hit, you've lost that edge guard.
Yes.
And, you know, best case scenario is they're back on stage. Worst case scenario is you're eating a punish for it. Lovely parry.
Very, very nice parries. And we got a little bit of combo, and Hogan's taking the lead here. It's a very small one, but it's here. And it's done.
Yeah, and there he goes.
A little bit early on that punish. Just a little bit of impatience.
Yeah, and again, he's getting these bomb punishes.
He is without jump. All right.
And just this, just the relentless pressure from Ramboss.
But Ramboss has a fully charged charge shot now. There is no way to hide that charge shot. When they fire it, they fire it.
Yeah.
This is the first time,
yeah,
and there
it is. 3-1.
3-1 to Ramboss over DkHo. God, that's a weird thing to say.
If you'd said that a couple of years ago.
He said that last year.
Yeah, to be real.
Not last year.
Fair play.
2 years ago.
Fair play to Ramboss. A pretty, I wouldn't say decisive, maybe a bit too strong, but certainly a dominant.
Yeah, it was convincing. It was convincing.
Yeah.
There's no way to construe that as a, oh, well, Ho got robbed.
Yeah, exactly that.
Ho put up a very good fight. Again, for someone who does not actually play this game that much.
We really need to reiterate, this is probably his third or fourth tournament.
Literally spends all his day playing RuneScape. That's all he does. It's wild.
He is a man of RuneScape.
And yet he can still get to top 32 winner side.
Guaranteed ninth.
Yeah.
He's guaranteed ninth.
He's pretty good at video games.
Like ridiculous.
Unfortunately, he's just really good at RuneScape too.
Yeah. You know,